Here's the first batch of examples. We'll go through 8 in this video, just basic ones, where we'll be just dealing with simple situations where it's just going to be an addition or a subtraction, and we have to make a certain term the subject. In this case, it's V. We are going to be making V the subject. All right, let's go through. Remember, we are using method of transposition. Our method is called the method of transposition. All right, let's go through this and let's see how we're going to be doing it. Make V the subject. So first I'm going to show you the common way, and then I'll show you that we're not going to be using it. All right, so for example, we have V plus B being equal to G. We have to make V the subject. In other words, V must remain alone on its own side of the equal sign. Okay, and it must be positive on that side. It must be alone, being positive, and then you have made it the subject. It doesn't matter if it's on the right or left. It doesn't matter. So here we're going to have our V on the left. So we're going to keep it there. We're going to take B away, and we have to take B to the right because it's the only other thing that's not V there. So I mean, normally, which is correct, the other way that people normally do it is like to put the opposing. We know that the opposite of addition is subtraction, right? So we're going to say minus B both sides, and then this minus B will cancel with this plus B, and then on the left it can't cancel, so we're going to have it be V being equal to G minus B. This is a correct method. This is a correct method, okay? So don't get me wrong. This is a correct method. It works, but we're not going to be using it. It's not the method we use, okay? We use a cleaner method. A cleaner method. Let's take it back. Let's take it back and let's show how we're going to be doing it. What this transposition is all about. So transposition, we said, it is when you take from one side of the equal sign to the other side, and it's going to do the opposite. So all you're doing is taking B as he is to the other side, and you know when he goes to the other side, he's going to do the opposite. That's what it is about. So it's just like you're taking. So I'm going to have V remaining. It is going to be equal to what is on the right. G is already there. And what's happening? We are bringing B. So B is now coming to the right-hand side. And what is B doing on the left? He's adding. When he goes to the right, what will he do? He will subtract. So it's going to be G minus B. Just make sure you get this very well, and it's going to be nice. Let's go to number 2. We have V plus 5 being equal to 7. So we have to keep V alone. So we have to take 5 to the other side, straightforward. So we remain with V alone. It is equal to, on the right, we had 7. Now 5 is coming, and 5 was adding on the left. When it goes to the right, he's going to do the opposite, which is to subtract. Remember, the opposite of add is subtract. Opposite of multiply is divide. And the opposite of taking a root is getting the power. So make sure you have those things in your head. So it's now going to be V equal to 7 minus 5 is just 2, right? We always leave it in the simplest form. We go to example 3. M is equal to V plus B. All right. Now our V is on the right-hand side. And remember, we said it doesn't matter which side it is on. If V is on the right and he's positive, please leave him as he is. Don't try to start flipping things here. Leave your V on the right-hand side and take everything that is not V to the left. Okay? Leaving him on the right is correct and proper. So we're going to have this B that was adding now going to the left. And is going to be, M is already there. B is coming. He was adding. He's going to subtract. M minus B is equal to V. We are done. We are done. You have made V the subject in here. Okay? This is proper and correct. Let's go to number 4. You're going to have to get used to that. Let's go to number 4. You might say to me, how do you know if something is positive or negative? If you look at all these examples we've looked at so far, V is positive. V is positive. How do I know that? Because, look, a positive number either has a plus in front of him. If you want to know the sign of a number, you look in front of him, like to the left of him. That is like in front. Okay? If you look at this V, there's nothing, so that means it's definitely positive. If there's nothing in front of it, it's positive. If there is a plus in front of it, it's also positive. Okay? So positive numbers are known by either having a plus in front of them or nothing. Negative numbers have a negative sign in front of them. So this is not a B, it's a negative B. Okay? Because there's a negative sign in front. There's a negative sign in front of him. So, okay, until we get to a situation where V is negative, we are always going to be leaving V where he is. If he is positive, don't touch him. take everything else which is not your subject. Number 4. Let's see number 4. Okay? Number 4. I'm making you wake up. I'm not shouting. Okay? So in case you think I'm shouting, I'm not shouting. I'm just making you wake up. Right? Sorry, this keyboard has come into my way. Let's go. Number 4. L plus V is equal to N plus M. What are we making the subject? V. In other words, he must remain on his own side of the equal sign. And where is he? He's on the left. So you're going to keep him on the left. And you're going to take everything else which is not V to the right. And what is that? L. L goes to the right. It's going to be V is equal to N plus M. These were already there. They were already there. Now L is coming. L was adding to V. When he comes, he's going to subtract. Okay? And that's your final solution. Right? I know I'm repeating myself. I know I'm a bit slow, but it's just to put the rules on you. Once you have the rules, we can move fast. L is equal to V plus D squared. Where is V here? On the right. We're going to keep him there. Okay? Keep him on the right side of my equal sign, of the equal sign. Take everything that's not V. What is it? D squared. D squared goes to the left. L is already there. D squared is now coming. He was adding. He's going to subtract. And this is equal to V. You've made it the subject. You're done. You go to number 6. V minus A is equal to E. I ask you a question. Is V positive or negative? Well, there's no sign in front of him, so he's positive. He's fine. So we're not going to move him. We're not going to move him. We're going to move everything else, which is not V, to the other side. And what is it? Minus A. Okay? This A, that's subtracting. If it goes to the other side, the opposite of subtraction is addition. So it's going to be V is equal to E was already there. Now we have brought A, and A is adding because he was subtracting on the left. Let's go to the last 2 examples. We have number 7 and number 8. Number 7 is saying V minus 5 is equal to 2. Well, V is positive. That's the first thing I see. Okay? So I'm going to take everything else which is not V to the other hand, to the other side. V is on my left hand side. I keep him there. Is equal to 2 is already there. Now 5 is coming. He was subtracting. V is now coming to add. Okay, the opposite of that. So V is equal to 2 plus 5. You know we can get it. So we go ahead and get it. 7. Now number 8, the last one. V minus D is equal to A plus B. I'm leaving V alone. I see he's positive, so he's staying there. So V stays on the left is now equal to, I take everything else which is not V. It's going to be A plus B. These were already there. They were already there on the right-hand side. Now we are bringing D, which was subtracting. When you take him to the right-hand side, he's now going to add. And you're going to have it like this. Now, these are the first batch of examples. We'll look at more examples in the next video where we have a little bit of a different case. But we still have the same situation, similar situations. Okay, goodbye. See you in the next video.